For a faster, more accurate way of cutting boards to length, the miter saw is just the tool you need. You can use it to make straight cuts and angle cuts, so it really does make a lot of woodworking and home improvement projects that much easier and more efficient. As with any new tool, you really want to get to know the machine and all that it can do, so read the owner's manual. You also want to use the proper safety protection, and with the miter saw, you want to be sure to wear safety glasses and ear protection. As for the saw itself, it's easy to power on and off with the trigger switch. You have your blade and your blade guard, and then the base of the saw is easy to adjust for those angle cuts, as is the head of the saw for a different variation of angle cuts. To operate the saw, you want to place your board firmly onto the base and back against the fence. You always want to keep your hands at least 6 inches away from the blade. Bring your board to the saw and then lower your blade and adjust to make sure you have the teeth right where you want to make your cut. Pull the trigger to turn on the power and then gently lower your arm to make your cut. And then once you've made your cut, you want to release the trigger and make sure the blade has stopped before you lift it back up. To make faster, more accurate cuts, you can create your own guide. This is a 2-foot strip of 1/4-inch plywood, and we've cut it to the same height as the fence on our saw. And we're going to secure this to our fence with some of this double-sided carpet tape. Once it's in place, you want to cut right through it. Now you can just bring in your board and line up your mark with your guide. That way you don't have to check your blade every time. Here's a tip for when you have to cut a lot of boards at the same length. For longer repetitive cuts, use the adjustable stop on your stand. For your shorter repetitive cuts, use a line on your guide. When you need to cut down longer boards, it's important that all parts of your material are resting either on your support stand if you have one, or blocks that you have set up on your work surface. To make angle cuts, it's as easy as adjusting the angle gauge on your saw and making your cut. The miter saw is so versatile and, as you can see, easy to use. You will soon realize how this tool can help a lot of your projects come to life.